Hi guys, I have a reformer workout for you today. We're going to use a band for a prop. You guys don't have to use it if you don't want to, but if you would like to add in a little more resistance with your legs, feel free to go ahead and grab a band. I will have them linked in the description below if you guys need them. To get started, we're going to begin with 3 red springs on your reformer, which for me is going to be 3 heavy springs. We're going to do single leg or unilateral footwork to start. If you guys want to go a little heavier, you can go heavier. If you want to go lighter, you can go lighter. I'm just gonna go kind of medium with my 3 red springs. Let's go ahead. We are going to lie down. And then once you guys lie down, go ahead, we're gonna take our bands, if you wanna use them. They're gonna go all the way around your legs, above your knees. And then once you guys get the band above your knees, we're gonna bring your heels onto the foot bar parallel with each other, sits bones distance away. If you guys want your headrest up, headrest can be up or down, that's up to you. And then don't forget, before we start moving, you guys, like, share, subscribe. You guys can leave me those super thanks on my channel. I really appreciate it. All right, so heels are on the foot bar, parallel with each other, sits bones distance away, so just about a fist distance away. We are in our neutral spines. Your right heel is gonna stay on the foot bar. The left knee is gonna go up into a tabletop position. We're gonna inhale to push the carriage out with our right leg. And then on our exhale, we're gonna bend to come back in. Again, inhale as we push out, and then exhale to pull back in. Now, as always, I want to thank for my footwork. I'm keeping my neutral spine, my sacrum stays heavy, my pelvis is just staying nice and still. And then with the band today, if you guys are using it, if you're not using it, the left knee needs to stay right over your hip the entire time. We're inhaling to press and exhaling to pull back in. We're gonna go for 2 more. Again, adjust those springs if you guys need to. Last one, and then when we come in, we'll pause. The left heel can go onto the foot bar, right knee's up into your tabletop position. Again, we're gonna inhale to push out, and then exhale to pull back in. Inhale, push, and then exhale as we pull our carriages all the way back in. Same thing, sacrum stays heavy, pelvis just stays nice and still. We're finding length as we press out, and then we're keeping that right knee in the same spot the entire time. We're gonna go for 2 more on our left heel. And then once we come in, let's pause in, set the right foot back down. We're gonna go arches of our feet onto the foot bar. Right arch can be on, left knee's gonna go up into our tabletop position. We're gonna press all the way out with our carriage. Then from here, we're gonna come halfway in and then push all the way out. Come halfway in and push all the way out for some halfway pulses with the right leg. So halfway in, all the way out, halfway in, all the way out. Again, I'm thinking my neutral spine the entire time. My pelvis stays nice and still. We're gonna pulse for 3, 2, and 1. Then we're bringing it all the way back in. The left arch goes on, right knee goes up into your tabletop position. Again, we'll press all the way out. And then from here, halfway pulses. So let's go halfway in, all the way out, halfway in, all the way out. Just keeping that right knee bent at that 90-degree angle the entire time. Halfway in and out, halfway in, out. 4, 2, and 1. All right, now once you guys come back in, you can set both feet back onto your foot bars. Let's go toes, balls of your feet on. Our right toes are gonna stay on, all 5 toes should be on. Left knee's gonna go up into your tabletop position. You guys can push out 1 time. We're gonna hold ourselves out here this time. And then we're gonna lower the right heel underneath the foot bar. We'll lift the right heel high. So we're gonna inhale, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Now you guys can always palpate your pelvis and just make sure that when you lower and lift your heel, the right side of your pelvis, that right hip, does not drop and lift with your heel. So again, that pelvis is just staying nice and still. We're lowering with control and then lifting with control. We're gonna go for 3, 2, 1, and then we can bend and come in. We're gonna go left toes, balls of our feet on, right knee up into our tabletop position. Again, we're gonna push all the way out, pause, lower the left heel, lift high, lower, and lift. Again, right knee just right up into that tabletop position. My pelvis is staying nice and still. I'm lowering with control and lifting with control. Again, it's an inhale to lower and an exhale to lift. Feel the back of the leg into the glute firing on that lift. We'll go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, then bend, come all the way back in. We're gonna bring our heels back onto the foot bar. Headrests are gonna go all the way down if you guys have them up like myself. Arms are at our sides. We're gonna start with an inhale on our neutral spine. On our exhale, let's flatten the low backs down into the mat, peel our spines up off the carriage so we're coming right up into a bridge. We're taking an inhale at the top, and then on our exhale, we're just gonna roll our spines all the way back down into the mat. We're gonna inhale in our neutral spine. Exhale, flatten the low backs down, peel our spines up. Think nice long line from the knee to the shoulder. Inhale at the top, and then exhale again as we roll our spines back down. Now, when you come down, pause at the bottom, right foot stays on, left knee goes up into your tabletop position, 4 unilateral bridges. So we're gonna exhale, flatten the low back down, peel our spine up, take an inhale at the top, and then on our exhale, we're slowly rolling our spines all the way back down into the mat. Again, inhale in our neutral, exhale, flatten and peel, right glute hamstring. I'm evenly weighted throughout the right and the left side of my body as I roll up. I'm evenly weighted throughout the right and the left side as I roll down. We have 2 more. Now, if this is too much, you guys, for hamstrings, remember you can always take your foot underneath the foot bar on the wooden platform rather than having it on the foot bar. Now, when we come down from this last one, we'll pause. So your left heel down onto the foot bar, right knee up into your tabletop position. Again, 4 unilateral bridges. We'll inhale first in our neutral. Exhale, flatten the low back down, push into your left heel, roll your spine up. Again, nice long line from the shoulder to the knee, and then we're articulating our spines back down into the mat. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, flatten and peel. Using our glute hamstring, take that inhale, and then exhaling as we articulate our spines right back down into the mat. Let's do 2 more. And roll. And then last one, again, you guys can exhale, flatten and peel, glute hamstring, pause for that inhale, and then exhaling as we roll our spines back down. All right, now once we come back down, we can bring it back into our neutral. We can set our right foot down. I'm gonna go ahead, sit up off to the side of my reformer. We're gonna take our bands off from around our legs. You guys can just set them to the sides. Okay, we are gonna go on to 1 single red spring. Everything else can come off. Foot bars, you guys can stay, and we're gonna lie back down onto our reformers. If this is too heavy for you guys, you have a couple of options. You can either change to the long loop, which will be a little lighter for your arm, or you can get up and change to a lighter spring like a blue or a medium spring. So I'm gonna reach back, grab just my right strap into my hand, short loop. Again, if this feels too heavy, guys, go ahead and use your long loop instead. The right arm is gonna go straight up to the ceiling, neutral spine. Our knees are gonna come up into a tabletop position, legs are zipped together, and then on our exhale, we're gonna pull our right arm straight down towards our hip, and then we're gonna inhale, return back up. Exhale to pull down, and then inhale, return. A big focus for our class today is unilateral work or single work. Exhaling as we pull our arm down, and then again, inhaling as we return back up. We wanna feel our lat, those nice big muscles that run up and down the sides of your back firing as we pull. All right, last one, when we press our palm to our hip, let's hold it here. We're gonna inhale now and just open our arm out to a T. And then on our exhale, we're gonna press our palm to our hip. Inhale out to a T, exhale palm to hip. Now, I'm moving a little too much on my reformer, so I'm going to grab my shoulder block with my left hand, and that's gonna help stabilize me as I open, and then I'm gonna exhale, press. So feel free, if you guys need to grab onto your shoulder block with your left hand like myself, you can hold onto that shoulder block. We wanna feel our lat and our lat and bicep engage as we press our palm back to our hip. Again, if this is too heavy, you guys, go to your long loop. If that's still too heavy, change your spring. So we're gonna go for one more. When we bring our palm to our hip, pause. Arm is gonna go back up to the ceiling. We're gonna open out to the side, and then we're gonna press our palm to our hip. So circles. So we're going up, out to the side, and then exhaling as we press our palm back down towards our hip for our arm circles. Inhale up, out, exhaling as we press. All right, now the next time you guys come up, pause, reverse those circles, go down to your hip, open out to the side to circle around and back up. We're exhaling to pull down towards our hip, and then we're inhaling to open and circle. 2 more. And then the next time we press towards our hip, hold, bend the elbow for your tricep press. Last thing, we're gonna exhale, press down, inhale, bend, exhale to press, and then inhaling as we bend. We'll go for 3. Think every exhale, we're engaging those low abs. 2 and 1. All right, then we'll bend the elbow, relax the feet down. We're gonna hang our right strap up, and we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So again, you guys, grab that short loop if it's too heavy, switch to the long. Otherwise, you can go to a lighter spring. The left arm is gonna go straight up to the ceiling, neutral spine, knees are up into our tabletop position, legs are zipped together. On our exhale, we're gonna pull our left arm straight down, and then on our inhale, we'll return. Exhaling as we pull straight down, and then inhaling as we return it back up. Again, feeling that lat fire. Now, if you guys wanna hold onto your shoulder block already with your right hand, you can go ahead and do so. I'm just gonna grab mine right now, finding a little extra stability holding onto that shoulder block. We're exhaling to pull, inhaling as we return. And I'm thinking that 2 inches underneath my belly button is drawing in and up my spine towards my solar plexus on each exhale. All right, now the next time I press my palm to my hip, I'm gonna hold it there. Let's inhale, open the arm out to the side, and then exhale, press the palm to the hip. When we open, the arm should not go past your shoulder or past your shoulder block. Again, we're gonna feel our lat and our bicep engage on that press. Inhale, open, and exhaling as we press that palm back down towards our hip. Hang on to that shoulder block with your right hand if you guys need a little extra stability like myself. All right, now the next time we press the palm to the hip, we're gonna hold it there. The arm goes back up to the ceiling. We open it out to the side, and then we press towards our hips for our circles. So we inhale, go up, out to the side, and then exhale, press our palm back down to our hip. Up, open, and exhale again as we press. We're gonna go for 2, and then last one. Then when we come up, pause at the top, reverse. We're gonna press down, open out to the side to circle around and back up. We're exhaling to press, inhaling as we open and circle. Down, around, and up. Two more. And then last one. All right, now once we press, let's pause at the hip, bend our elbow for our tricep press. We're gonna exhale, press our palm down, inhale to bend, exhale as we press, and then inhale, bend. Feeling that tricep engage. My elbow, you guys, is hovering off the carriage. If you want, you can relax the elbow down. That does make it a little easier for your tricep. So if you hover, it's a little more challenging. If you relax the elbow, it's a little easier. We have one more. And then when we bend, we can relax the feet. We're gonna go ahead, hang that strap up. Okay, we're gonna lie on our right side. And then when you guys get onto your right side, I don't have a ball today, but if you guys wanna put a ball underneath your head, a ball can go underneath your head. I'm just gonna bring my headrest down. I'm gonna take my arm into my headrest. My hand is gonna support my head. Grab the strap just right out in front of you, and then we're gonna take the strap onto our left foot. your top foot. Now, again, if you guys want to, you can put a ball underneath your head. It's comfortable. Otherwise, you could be like me. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Both knees are bent at a 90. I'm gonna lift my top leg hip distance up off the bottom. And then on an exhale, we're gonna press our top leg just straight out. And then on our inhale, we're gonna bend to come back in. Exhaling as we push away. And then we're inhaling to bend and come back in. My leg is just staying right in line with my hip the entire time. And when I push my leg out, I am giving it a little bit of a kick back so that I can get into my glute max a little more here. We're exhaling to push and then inhaling as we bend. Okay. All right, we're gonna go for 3 more. If you guys ever want this heavier, you can always make it a little heavier. I'm just sticking to my red spring today. All right, now this next time we press out, we're gonna hold our leg out away from us, externally rotate, so toes, knees point up to the ceiling, bend in your external rotation, and then we'll press back out. Now, when I'm externally rotated, my hips are still stacked on top of each other, so my left hip didn't drop to the back. Again, they're still stacked right on top of each other. Toes, knees are staying pointed right up to the ceiling. We're inhaling to bend and exhaling as we press. We're feeling a little more work in the outside of our glute now, so we're getting into those smaller, more stabilizing glute muscles, glute med rather than the glute max that you were just using. Let's do 3 more in your external. 2. All right, on your last one, you guys are gonna hold your leg out, internally rotate, so my toes, knees point down. When I bend my knee, my knees are gonna come together, but my foot is gonna stay higher than my knee. And then when I press out, I'm gonna press my leg up at a slight diagonal and slightly back. So I'm gonna bend in and then exhale, press my leg at a slight diagonal up and back. Foot stays higher than that knee the entire time, so we can work into our glute min and that internal rotation. We're inhaling to bend and then exhaling again as we push that leg back out. All right, 3 more. 2 and 1. All right, now when we bend in, you guys can relax that leg. We're gonna go ahead, take the strap off of our foot, and then we are just gonna sit off to these sides. Now, before we do the other side, we're gonna do some arm work. So we're gonna change to a blue spring, which on my reformer is a medium spring, and I'm gonna take off my red spring. So just 1 blue, 1 medium. We're gonna kneel on our reformers, facing the same direction, and then you guys are gonna grab that same strap into your right hand now. If you guys use the long loop, it's gonna be lighter for your arm. If you use your short loop, it's gonna be heavier for your arm. So long, lighter, short, heavier. Elbow's gonna be right into your sides. My knees are open out a little wider than hip distance, that's fine. Elbow's gonna be bent in. My palm is gonna be open to the right side. And then on my exhale, I'm gonna bring my palm across my body. And then on an inhale, I'm gonna open back out. So exhale, bring the palm across the body. Inhale, open. My elbow is gonna stay right in towards my ribs the entire time. We inhale to open. And then you guys exhale, bring it back. And left hand can either be at your side, it can be at your hip, wherever you guys feel comfortable holding that arm. We're exhaling to pull and then inhaling as we return. Okay, we're gonna go for 2 more here. And then the next time the palm comes across the body, hold. On our inhale now, our elbow is gonna open out to the side. And then on our exhale, our palm is gonna come back. So inhale, the elbow opens out. And then exhale, the palm comes back. So my elbow is staying bent the entire time. I'm just moving from my shoulder here. Imagine if there's somebody next to you, you're just nudging the person next to you and then bringing your palm back. Inhale out and exhale back. All right, we're gonna go for 2, whoop, and then last one here. Okay. From here, last thing with this arm, you guys are gonna reach your left arm out away from you. I'm gonna create a fist with my right hand. I'm gonna bend my elbow. My elbow's at about a 90-degree angle, and then we're gonna punch and rotate to the left side. So I'm gonna punch, rotate to the left. I'm gonna come back center, exhale, punch, rotate, and then inhale, center. Now, think as you guys rotate, your pelvis, your hips are staying parallel to the wall in front of you. The rotation is coming right from your spine, so we can get those obliques to fire. All right, we're gonna go for 3 and 2, and then last one. All right, now once we come back, we're gonna pause, we're gonna switch hands, we're gonna stay facing the same direction. So same thing, long loop is lighter, short loop is heavier. I'm gonna try my short loop, see how it feels. Elbow's gonna be bent into your side, 90-degree angle, elbow right into your ribs. You guys are gonna exhale, bring your palm out, and then inhale back. So just trying to get right into our shoulders, rotate our cuffs for this exercise. If this is too much, remember, you guys always have the long loop instead of the short. If this is still too much, you can use your right hand on the rope to assist, especially if you guys do have any shoulder injuries. It would be a great modification to just assist with your right hand. Okay, now the next time your palm comes across the body, you guys are gonna pause. We're gonna exhale, nudge that person next to you again, and then inhaling, come back. Exhaling as we nudge, and then inhaling as we come back. Exhale, and then inhale, just nudging that person next to you. I'm just being mindful too that when I lift my elbow up, I'm not shrugging my shoulder up into my ear. So my elbow's staying down. We have 3, 2, and then last one. Okay, now when we come back, I am going to switch to my long loop for this one. We're gonna do draw sword. Same thing with your rotator cuff, you guys. If you need to assist with your right hand, grab the rope and assist with your right hand. I'm gonna start with my left hand at my right hip. We're gonna bend our left elbow and pull it out to the side. From here, we're gonna extend our left arm up at a diagonal. We're gonna bend our elbow and put our hand back to our hip. So we're drawing a sword out of our sheath. So we bend, extend, we bend, and extend. So we're drawing the sword out of our sheath, and then we're putting it back in. Again, if you guys need to assist with your right hand can help you for this exercise. Lots of deltoids here. We're gonna go for 2 more, and then last one. Okay, put that sword back in your sheath. Go ahead, hang it up. Now, we're gonna stay on, again, this blue spring, which is your medium. You guys are going to take your hands onto the foot bar. You're gonna stand onto your reformers, and then I am gonna go ahead and take my feet a little further back than center. We're gonna point our toes to the right side of the room, and then we're gonna take our left hand to the center of the foot bar. The right hand is going to stay to the side. Now, my shoulders are not over my hands. They're going to stay here. We're going to inhale, press the carriage out with our legs, rotate your hips to the right side, and then you're going to tuck your pelvis, rotate your hips back to the floor as we come in. So when we press out, I want your hips to rotate to the right, try to get them parallel to the wall in front of you, and then rotate them back to the floor as we come in. Now, if you guys would like to make this a little more challenging, you can reach your right arm up to the ceiling, and you can thread the needle as you come in. Again, you guys don't have to do that if you don't want to. It just makes it a little harder. All right, we have 2 more, and exhale, and then last one out and in. Okay, when we come in, take the other hand on if it's not already. You guys are gonna step off to the side. We're going back to our 1 red spring for our little sideline series. Take off your blue. You guys are gonna lie on your left side this time. Again, ball, no ball, that's up to you guys. I'm gonna take my arm into my headrest. My hand is gonna support my head. My hips are stacked, my shoulders are stacked, and then I'm gonna grab the strap that's right out in front of me. Long loop goes onto my right foot. Both knees are bent at the 90. And then from here, I'm gonna lift my top leg up hip distance. We're gonna exhale, press our top leg out and slightly back, and then inhale to bend to come back in. Exhale, press, little kick, and then inhaling as we bend and we come back in. Again, you guys, I'm giving my leg a little bit of a kick back so that I can activate my glute max a little more, which is right where my glute connects to my hamstring. We're exhaling to press, little kick, and then inhale, bend. Exhale, and then inhale. We'll do about 4 more. And then 2, keeping those hips stacked the entire time. And then last one. Okay, when I kick my leg back, I'm gonna bring it back in line with my body, externally rotate, so toes, knees point up, my hips are still stacked, bend your knee in, and then exhale, press out in our external rotation. We inhale, we bend, and then we exhale to push our leg back out. Again, working now into our glute med, which is one of the 2 smaller muscles that make up your glute. Glute max was really working on those parallel presses. We inhale, bend, and again, exhale as you guys push your leg back out. All right, we'll do 3, 2, and then on this last one, we're gonna hold our leg out, internally rotate, so point the toes and knees down, bend in, my foot stays higher than my knee, and then I'm pressing my leg up and at a slight diagonal back. Bend in, and then exhaling as we give it a little kick back and up. Again, internal rotation, working into that glute min a little more. And I do feel, personally, guys, my bottom glute min working as well. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Little kick back and up. Give me 4 more. 3. All right, last one. And then once you guys come back in, go ahead, relax your leg. You're gonna take that strap off of your foot. You guys are gonna hang it back up and we're gonna sit ourselves up. Now, when we sit up, same thing, we're gonna change to that blue spring, or again, that medium spring on your reformer, you guys. You're gonna kneel on your reformers, facing the same direction that you're just facing. You can set up with your inside leg up against the shoulder blocks. Grab the strap that you're just using on your foot, long loop lighter, short loop heavier. You're gonna take it into your left hand. Elbow's gonna be bent into your side. It's at a 90-degree angle. Try to keep the elbow towards your ribs. And then on your exhale, ready, bring the palm across your body. Inhale as we open, exhale across, and then inhale up. And now, we do wanna think here, when we bring the palm across, you guys, your torso does not rotate with your arms. So your shoulders, your hips are staying parallel to the wall out in front of you. We're inhaling to open the arm out, and then we are exhaling to come back. If you ever want this a little heavy, you guys can always scoot a little further out of your shoulder blocks to make it a little heavier for your arms. You could inhale, open, and then exhale, return. Let's do about 3 more here. Now, the next time your palm comes across the body, pause there. On your inhale, your elbow opens out to the side. The elbow stays bent. Exhale, palm comes back. So we let the elbow go out, and then when we come back, again, moving right from that shoulder. If there's somebody next to you, you're just nudging that person next to you. Inhale out, and exhaling as we come back. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, and then exhale. We're gonna go for 3 more here. And then the last thing that we're gonna do is that punch rotation. All right, last one. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead, create a fist. You guys are gonna reach your right arm out away from you. We're gonna exhale, punch, rotate to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, punch, rotate. Inhale, center. I am getting my obliques to fire on that nice rotation of my spine. I'm trying to keep my pelvis parallel to the wall out in front of me so I can really feel my obliques engaged. All right, last one. Exhale, punch, rotate, and then inhale back. Now, you guys are gonna switch hands. So right hand is gonna grab the strap, again, long loop. It's gonna be lighter, short loop is gonna be heavier. Elbows bent at a 90, it's right into your side. You're exhaling to bring your palm out to the side, and then inhale back. Now, same thing, you guys, watching your shoulders. When you open this palm out, you're not pulling with your shoulders. Again, if you need to assist, grab the rope with your left hand, and that does help, especially if you do have any shoulder injuries here. We're exhaling to pull out, inhaling back, long loop if you guys need to use it to make it a little lighter. All right, 2 more. And then last one. All right, now once we come back, the palm stays across your body. On your exhale, you guys are gonna nudge that person next to you. Inhale as we come back, exhale, nudge, and then inhale back. Exhale, and then inhale. All right, 2 more, and 1. Okay, now when we come back, we're drawing a sword. Again, I'm gonna change to my long loop for this one. My right hand is at my left hip. We're gonna draw that sword out of the sheath. So we're gonna start to bend our right elbow, extend that arm up, and then bend the elbow, extend the arm back. So my palm is gonna be rotated to the wall that I'm facing when I extend, and then my palm is gonna be rotated towards my hip as I come back. So pull, extend, bend, extend. We're gonna go for 2 more. After this one, 2 more. And then last one, again, if you guys need to use your left hand for a little assistance, you can use your left hand for a little assistance. We're gonna hang our strap up onto the peg. Now, stay on the same spring, grab your foot bar. You guys are gonna stand back up onto your reformers. When we stand up, again, I'm gonna step just a little further back than center. If you guys are shorter, feel free to walk a little further forward. I'm gonna rotate my toes to the left side. So my toes are pointed to the left as much as I can get them. My right hand slides to the center of the foot bar. My shoulders are not over my hands. I'm gonna inhale, press my carriage out. My hips rotate to the left. I tuck my pelvis, I rotate to come back in. When you guys press out, most, if not all, that weight should be in that right hand. If you would like to add in your thread the needle with your left arm, you can go ahead and do so. That does make it a little heavier. Focus on rotating your hips as you press out, and then the hips should rotate back to the floor as you come in, so we should really feel those right obliques. Last one. All right, then once we come in, pause. You can step off to the sides. Okay, when we step off to the side, I'm gonna go 1 heavy spring and 1 light spring. My blue one is gonna come off. So I'm gonna go red, yellow, again, heavy, light. If this is too heavy, you guys just go 1 heavy spring. We're gonna lie ourselves down onto our reformers. If you guys wanna make it heavier, feel free to go a little heavier. We're gonna do single leg, feet and straps. Head rest up or down, up to you guys. Again, I have 1 red, 1 yellow. If you guys wanna go heavier, feel free to go red, blue. I'm gonna grab my right strap. It's gonna go onto my right foot, long loop. And then the leg is gonna go straight up to the ceiling. I'm gonna come into my neutral spine. My left knee is up into my tabletop position. Arms are at my sides. And then on my exhale, I'm gonna pull my right leg straight down towards the springs. And then on our inhale, we're gonna hinge to come back up. We're gonna exhale to pull down, and then inhale as we hinge and we come back up. We wanna think as we lower and lift this leg, we are maintaining our neutral spine the entire time. Again, exhale to pull down, and inhale, hinge. Bra line stays heavy as we lower, inhale back up. And then as always, I wanna think I'm engaging my low abs. So as I exhale to pull my leg down, that 2 inches underneath my belly button draws in and up. All right, we're gonna do 1 more. Exhale to pull down, and then inhale, hinge. Okay, now lower that leg down to a little lower than a 45-degree angle. Externally rotate both legs, so left and right, and then keep your left knee bent. You're gonna bend your right knee in for a frog, and we're just gonna press our right leg out. So we're gonna inhale, bend the right leg, and then exhale, press out. So both legs, again, you guys, should be externally rotated. My pelvis is staying nice and still. So I'm just being mindful now, when I push my leg out, I don't push it out so far that my right hip drops down towards the foot bar. Again, we're staying nice and still. If you guys need to take your hands on chair ups, you can always go ahead and do so. We're inhaling to bend and exhaling as we push our right leg back out. Let's do about 3 more of these frogs. And 1. Okay, now when we press out, let's pause out. We are going to open our leg slightly out to the side, and then we're just gonna pull it back in. Inhale, open slightly out to the side. Exhale to pull back in. If you guys need to hold on to your shoulder blocks to stabilize a little more, you can. Both of my legs are still externally rotated. I'm inhaling to open and then exhaling to close, trying to keep that pelvis still. Now when I come center, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna bring both feet parallel, hinge at your right hip, bring your leg back up to the ceiling. Again, hang on to your shoulder blocks if you guys need to. We're opening our right leg slightly out to the side. We're gonna press the leg down and around towards our foot bar. We're gonna hinge to come back up for some leg circles. These are more like a capital D half moon shape rather than like a full circle. And then I'm just making sure that when I open my leg, my left hip does not come up off of the carriage. All right, last one in this direction. And then once you guys come up, you're gonna pause, reverse. So we're gonna go straight down with our leg. We're gonna open it slightly out to the side to circle around and back up. So we're gonna go straight down, circle around and up, down, and then inhaling as we open and circle. Again, my pelvis is just trying to stay nice and still. Range of motion will be a little different for everyone. We'll do 2 more in this direction. And then last one. All right, now once we come up, I want you guys to pause, set your left foot down, give your strap just a nice little tug, stretch out your hamstring quick, low back. All right, then I'm gonna take that strap off my foot. I'm gonna hang it back up onto the peg, and then I'm gonna grab my left strap. It's gonna go onto my foot. My leg is going to go up just as high as I can hold my neutral spine, right knee tabletop. And then on our exhale, we're gonna pull the left leg straight down, and then we'll inhale, hinge to come back up. Again, exhaling as we pull down, and then we're inhaling to hinge. Same thing, my sacrum is just staying nice and heavy when my leg lifts, my bra line stays heavy. I'm engaging my core on those exhales, pulling down, and then hinging up, and my right knee just stays right over my hip the entire time. Exhale as you guys lower, and then inhaling as we hinge. We're gonna do 3 more. And then last one. Okay, now when we come up, we're gonna pause. We're gonna lower our leg down to a little lower than a 45, externally rotate both legs, right and left. Right knee is still bent. We're gonna bend our left knee for a frog and then press out. Inhale, bend the left, and then exhale, press. Now, again, just watch you guys. I could feel my pelvis doing it personally, that when you press your left leg out, that hip does not drop down towards the foot bar. So again, the hips are staying even with each other. We're inhaling to bend, and then just watching that we don't push so far that that left hip kind of drops down towards the foot bar. We inhale, bend, and exhaling as we stretch that leg back out. And then I don't mind point or flex if you guys, whatever comes natural to you. If it's like a halfway point flex, just hold that, whatever feels more comfortable in your bodies today. We're gonna do 3 more, 2, and on this last one, we'll hold. Okay, still externally rotated. We're just gonna open our left leg slightly out to the side and then pull back. Just kind of warm me up for those circles. Open it slightly out and then pull back. Again, I'm just grabbing onto my shoulder blocks to make it a little easier for my stability. All right, let's do 2 and 1. Now, when you guys come back, pause, bring both knees parallel. We're gonna hinge at the hip to come up. We're gonna open our legs slightly out to the side. We're gonna press it down and around, and then we're hinging to come back up for our circles. Again, grab onto your shoulder blocks if you guys need a little extra stability. Think like half moon, capital D shape with this leg. And then same thing, that right hip wants to stay anchored down when we circle this leg. All right, 2 more. And then last one. Okay, when we come up, we're gonna pause and then we're gonna reverse. So we're gonna go straight down, open our legs slightly out to the side to circle it around and back up. Again, I'm just trying to keep my right side nice and heavy when I circle this leg. Down, around, and up. Okay, we'll do 2 and 1. All right, when we come up, set the right foot down, give that strap a little tug, take it into your hand. Now, keep your left strap, you guys, and then grab your right strap as well. Grab a hold of your short loops. Our arms are gonna go straight up to the ceiling. Our knees are gonna come up into a tabletop position. Legs are zipped together. We're gonna go into ab curls. So from here, we're gonna exhale, press curl ourselves up into an abdominal curls, and then we're gonna inhale, return. Exhale as we knot and curl up, and then inhaling as we return back down. Think the curl, as always, comes right from your bra line as you guys come up, and then we're inhaling to return back down. Exhale, press curl, and then inhale, return. Last one like that, press curl, return. All right, since we're doing single legs, we're gonna add in single leg extensions with these. So the arms go back up to the ceiling, our knees go up into a tabletop position. We're gonna exhale, press curl, extend our right leg out. We're gonna inhale, return, press curl, extend the left leg, and then inhale, return, exhale out, inhale back. Now, since our foot bars are up, if you guys wanna go a little lower, you can reach your leg underneath the foot bar rather than over the foot bar. And I have long legs, so I can't go under low with my legs without touching my foot bar. All right, one more right, one more left. And then last one on the left. When we come back up, we can relax our head, our feet. Feel free to give ourselves a little stretch. We are going to stay in our curls next. So we're gonna reach the arms right back up to the ceiling, knees up into a tabletop position, 1 curl. So we're gonna press curl up. Again, legs either over or under the foot bar. You guys are gonna inhale, reach your right leg out. Exhale to pull in, left leg out. Exhale in. I'm gonna go under and exhale. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull. We want our obliques to fire to pull each leg back in. Remember, guys, if your neck's an issue, your head can always go down into the head rest. We're inhaling out, exhaling back. We'll do 1 more right, 1 more left. Then when that left leg comes in, arms up, head down, relax the feet. Feel free to give yourselves a nice little stretch. And then we're gonna do quick switches of those legs to finish off. So arms back up to the ceiling, knees are up into our tabletop position. 1 curl again, we're gonna press curl up. We're gonna reach the right leg out. When we pull it in, the left leg's gonna go out and switch, switch, switch. Our pelvis stays still. You guys can be over or under the foot bar, up to you. Again, curls, no curls. If your necks are an issue, your head goes down. I'm still in my neutral spine. My pelvis stays still. We're gonna go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull both legs in, arms up, head down, relax those feet. All right, we're gonna hang our straps up. Last thing that you guys are gonna do will be a little stretch. So sit off to the left side of your reformer. Take off that yellow or that light spring. So we're just on 1 red, 1 heavy. I'm gonna take my right foot back to the shoulder block closest to me. Left foot is on the floor. I'm gonna press my right leg back first. My left leg's gonna press. I'm gonna hold my lunge. Couple deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, now we're gonna give our obliques a stretch. So take both hands to the very outside of your foot bar on the left side, and then press your right hip down and find as much length in the right side of the body as you guys can to open up your hip flexors and your obliques. All right, bring the carriage back in, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So either walk around, step around to the other side, your left foot is back, right foot is on the floor, both hands are on your foot bar, press back with your left leg, press back with your right. Again, hold that lunge, couple deep breaths in through the nose, exhale through your mouth, try and stretch out the back of the right leg, the front of the left. All right, then we're gonna take both hands to the very outside of your foot bar, the right side, and then we're gonna press our left hip down. We're gonna lean and find as much length in the left side of the body as possible so we can stretch out our hip flexor and our obliques on this side. All right, then we'll bring our carriages all the way back in. You guys are all done with your unilateral class. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You guys can leave me those super thanks. You can also join my membership. Thanks, guys.